consistent, but let's clarify.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Get ready. Grab a seat, because there's been a lot going on, baby boy. A lot going on, and the CNO is here to run it down. So you finna hear about it right here. We gonna get into this contract with and Champagne Sloppy, what y'all did with What's the Dirt, all of that. Yep, we finna get to it. So I'm here now. I'm back in the house. So I got time today. I got time today. I ain't about to do nothing for this. Oh, I got time today. I got time today. So because I have time today, we're going to break this down. Oh, yes, it's time. It's definitely time. This was needed. I don't know about notifications and all that. They might not because of who's involved. Champagne Sloppy's involved, so you know he's going to be hitting the block button heavy on notifications. But we're going to have to address the nonsense that was spewed in his video. I don't know what's happened to that guy, to tell you the truth. I really don't. But we'll address all of those wonderful things. So let's get to it. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world. And I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Man, that hurt so good. That's just, woo. That intro hit hard. Now, let's get to this, because when you start talking about music or anything, culture, Kendrick Lamar took over the entire spectrum. And everyone was caught in it, from whether he was in music, movies, television. It didn't matter. If it was entertainment, he epitomized and personified everything that you've ever heard about what an entertainer is supposed to be to the culture, to the genre, all of it. Now, when you start looking at everything that they put in totality and what they claimed was success and what they claimed was failure, you have a lot of people that's upset at Champagne Sloppy and everything that he's been doing. But it's more deeper than that. It's more deeper than that. People want him banned from the culture, banned from hip hop, banned from all of it. I mean, it's awful. And the fact is, it just keeps getting worse. Situation he can't get out of. And because you create a situation you can't get out of, now you put yourself in a worse. Yeah, what's the dirt? Yeah, he put himself in a predicament. He released a video, I believe, like 10 hours ago, and he broke down what he proclaimed is the entire breakdown scope. And he made good looking videos. I can't knock you. Your videos look amazing. Now, this is a man that exposed Drake having young girls at his house or at some pool party or at his house. So this is a man who used to be uncompromised. Hey, flirty lady. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to the Kendrick contract. I'm going to explain it to everybody because he tried to explain it. I've told people this from the very beginning. There's no real mystery behind no contract. If you know business, you know business. And this is what he's trying to use with Drake and his people, with Republic and Interscope, Griffin, and all of these people on this side. Griffin has no real connections with Kendrick Lamar. They're going back to the old days with Aftermath. He's going into his past. This is not what he currently has in his possession. Aftermath's not there and Griffin's not there. We'll get to that. Now, here's what he's come up with. He has Universal right here, which is the music parent company, and he did a great job of making the video, making it from the look standpoint, but it lacked the substance. And that's where, because he's trying to push an agenda, as to say Drake has grounds to believe there's something there. And his tone is very disrespectful and saying things that just don't make any sense whatsoever. Trying to make a conspiracy when there isn't any. Almost all these guys know each other. They're in the record business. Most of these people probably worked for Lucian Grange. That's called the record business. So all this garbage that he's trying to create in these narratives are just ridiculous. And I'm like, why is he doing this? It just doesn't even make sense. So he starts bringing layoffs and all these things. All of this has nothing to do with the deal. Okay? None of this has anything to do with Kendrick Lamar's contract. So he wants to go here, right? To show the board of governance of Universal, to show the heads, and none of this has anything to do with it either. So he's painting a beautiful picture here for everyone to see. And he's pointing out all of these clips, talking about this person became in charge, this person's in charge, that it means absolutely nothing. UMG layoffs has nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Now, he's showing all of this. Like, look at that, March 22nd. And he's showing Kendrick Lamar and all of this, right? And showing what they're doing. He's showing Top Dog Entertainment. He's saying, oh, why is Kendrick Lamar? And he's showing push-ups. He's like, look who produced it, right? And you see Drake. And now, for some unknown reason, like it's a conspiracy, it's some unknown reason, Kendrick Lamar, his name is there. April 27th, Euphoria comes out. And if you look, it says Kendrick Lamar. And it's produced by Soundwave and everyone else. There's no PG Lane. They're trying to, what he said, to not just bring Drake down. Why would they want to bring Drake down? It doesn't make sense when they make more money off of Drake than they do Kendrick Lamar. Now, here's the big reveal. Not Like Us, Meet the Grams, and Euphoria are all produced by Kendrick Lamar and licensed by Kendrick Lamar. This is what he wants to show you, right? Now, he's circling it too. Look, these are licensed by Kendrick Lamar. Look. It says Kendrick Lamar. But look at all these songs here on GNX. It's licensed by PG Lane under exclusive rights licensed to Interscope Records. Why is that? Oh my gosh. You want to make a conspiracy after that. Like, why was Kendrick Lamar able to do that? It's because he has a better deal than Drake. And I'm going to educate you because you didn't do the work. You went to make a conspiracy video behind a narrative that your bosses with Happy Dad behind you, they gave you a Happy Dad now, and they gave you a plaque behind you, and it just went to your head. And now you're just doing stupid stuff, whatever Drake and their team wants you to put out. So now I have to address it because this has gotten ridiculous. When me and you spoke, we spoke like men. And we had a discussion, and you told me that you loved hip hop, that you were making hip hop videos. You were going to be talking about hip hop videos and doing comparisons because you loved it. Told you love my truth behind videos. I'm one of the OGs. You respect me and all that stuff. You told me this. And when we spoke, you said you love both of their music. Oh, I love Kendrick. I love Kendrick. I love Drake. Yo, I love these dudes, man. These guys are like the best of the best, and this is one of the best battles of all time. And I'm like, okay. And now everything we've seen prior on here has been Drake fluff, Drake fluff, Drake fluff. And it's getting ridiculous. You're trying to create narratives instead of telling us what's actually there. Had you done your job or done a good job with the substance in the video, you made it look pretty. You gave a PowerPoint presentation, but there's no power in this point. Because what you gave us is a nothing burger with cheese. None of all that stuff you said in that video meant anything. What happens at McDonald's is if McDonald's fired 3,700 employees, that's not going to affect the menu. McDonald's is still going to be McDonald's. So UMG making cuts don't have anything to do with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Okay, so that's you just putting on, you just waving that wax sauce around, buddy. It's ridiculous at this point. I'm really trying to understand the angle that you're pushing because the angle you're pushing don't make a lot of sense, bro. For real. And that's just being real. It don't make a lot of sense. Now, Champagne Sloppy got out of a super bad contract. That's your new boss that you want to work for some reason. Has definitely had one of the worst deals in hip hop history until he completed his obligations at the end of the Scorpion album. And you wanted to know the answers to all of this right here. Well, let's do it. Now, Drake's deal with UMG, he went through Republic. He negotiated his deal with Universal Music Group to be distributed through Republic. You remember this, right? for $400 million. They already have his catalog, the bulk of his catalog, already purchased. Now, this is going to give him ownership of his new property. He gets to keep his masters as long as he's part of this deal or whatever, and he gets that masters reverted back to him. And his old masters, after a certain period of time, will revert back to him in this deal. Now, the $400 million deal, Drake was under the assumption that he would get the same deal again when it was time for him to re-up for his deal. And he did not get that deal. There was nothing really exciting about his deal because Republic Records is basically UMG's company label that they use for all of their activities and things that they need done. Right? Now, when you start looking at scenarios and situations, it's real simple. It's really, really simple. Why Kendrick Lamar put those diss records in his own name and not PG Lang is because these are diss records, sir. These are diss records going back and forth. These were not made to be part of the collective album. He put these songs together exclusively through him, not to go on PG Lang, because they're going to put out full projects, not individual singles. And if they did, they're not going to do that for what's happening here. So he licensed it under his name. Because why? If you know anything about copyrights, you already know. Had you done any research, and I'm quite sure you did, you just chose to omit it, you would see that, and you know, that an artist can license their music under their name if it's trademarked, right? Kendrick Lamar is a copyrighted trademark product. You know that. So they're using their name in commerce. So that acquires common law trademark rights. So with the US Patent Trademark Office, that comes into play. You see, that's what you are missing, is the substance behind your work. So he was smart enough to license it himself. But I'm going to let you in on a little more secrets. Yes. Let's take a look at Not Like Us. Dun, 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 dun. Now, they had no idea Not Like Us was going to be the biggest thing in the world. They probably would have made that a thing, but it doesn't matter. Let me show you how smart Kendrick Lamar is. Boop. Let's see here. Let's zoom in. Now, right here. This is what Kendrick Lamar does, because you don't think they're involved and said, oh, he didn't license it through PG Lang. He didn't have to. PG Lang is involved because he has what Drake doesn't have. A publisher. A publisher. What's the dirt? Why don't you find out the dirt as to why Drizzy Drake, Champagne Sloppy don't have publishers? That's what you should learn. Because here, who's published it? PG Lang. Uh-oh. The copyright is Kendrick and Interscope because he has a licensing deal exclusively with them. Right? And it goes through PG Lang. Drake got to go through. His OVO is connected to Republic. So UMG and Republic handles all of your dealings, not OVO. So you don't have a publisher. You don't have anybody there doing this for you. You see, what happened is, do you know what a publisher does? Well, most of you don't, so I'm going to help you out again. So I'm going to do your work for you again, Mr. What's the Dirt? Now, Mr. What's the Dirt? Here's the work you should have done. A publisher goes ahead and they get all the clearances. They negotiate with everybody to get the copyrights. That's the publisher's job, to get all of that done. Kendrick Lamar's company did all that in PG Lang. Kendrick Lamar licensed it under him. So there's no trickery. It's just smart. And that's how you keep stuff off there. So if they didn't want a foul battle going back and forth with all that on his name, he just said, license it under me. We're done. It don't matter. PG Lang will do the publishing. But now when the album comes out, the album will be under PG Lang. You see? You get it now? The video, Not Like Us, it is what? It is what? Oh my God. It's under PG Lang. Why would the video be under PG Lang? Because PG Lang is a multimedia company with film, music, and everything else, right? So the license is Kendrick Lamar. PG Lang licensed the music video. Same hand, same company, two different hands. It's called smart business. And because Drake don't have people around him that are smart enough to understand how this works, that's why he's in the predicament he's in now. Crying to State. State confused us. OVO, you don't respect the owls. No, they respect contracts. Signatures. That's what they respect. Ain't nobody respecting sloppy. Right, they handle royalty collections, promotions. You got a music publisher, that's what they do. Where's sloppies? Right? So yeah, he got an exclusive licensing agreement with Interscope. So that's about what? Less than 10%. Licensing deal is like less than 10. So he don't got to pay out that much. He's getting paid more on his album. Meanwhile, Sloppy, you took a 360 deal. That means your concerts, they're eating off of your merchandise, your licensing, what you look like. You are getting screwed over, buddy. Yeah. You took the 400 million and you have been blowing through it. Blowing money fast, baby. BMF. That was you. You was straight BMF. Women, partying, strip clubs, trips, going out of the country, going to Ibiza, turning up. I'm going to bring 20 of my homeboys and we're going to turn up too. Turn up. Turn up. And while you blowing all that money, OVO Sound sitting over there looking sad. People complaining about not getting checks. I don't hear nobody at PG Lang complaining about no money. I don't see that happening at all, buddy boy. PG Lang finna drop their first motion picture too. I'm finna break that news to y'all. They finna drop their first motion picture. It's a comedy too with the creators of South Park. Oh yeah. See, this is why what's the dirt? You need to really look in yourself and say, what the hell have I been doing? Because you compromised yourself, and I don't understand why. Why did you do that? All you had to do was tell the truth. That's it. That's an easy thing to do. You could still give information. All you have to do is be honest. Stop trying to mislead people and take them down a road. You have great editing skill, great material, everything in your room, your setup is great. What is wrong with you? Like, dude, did they really promise you something and it meant that more to you? Nothing means more than your integrity, buddy. Nothing means more than your integrity. And once people see that you don't have integrity and you're not going to tell the truth all the way and try to make something a conspiracy when it's clearly there isn't, this is what you're going to be faced with on an everyday basis. Right. It's published by PG Lang. So it doesn't matter. They published it. Right. They were the publishers of every last one of those disc records. That means they went and got the clearances. They did everything. His company. Licensed through Kendrick Lamar and Interscope. That's how it should look. That's the way it should go down, right? Let's take a look at here. We got Squabble Up. Right? What does it say? Executive produced, Dave Free, right? Composer. Look. Copyright PG Lang and Interscope. Why is it in Kendrick Lamar? Because it's an album. It's on the album. It's not a solo single. All right? It is on the album. You can see it all here for Squabble Up. All the video production, everything. And who handled the publishers again? PG Lang, Author Space, Virgin Music Group, Universal, right? Whooping Crane, all of these publishing groups, because you have to put the publishers in there because of samples and getting other people who worked on the original song, they had to go in there as well. But PG Lang was once again in the publisher section. You see, when you have a real company and real information that's already out there, it's not hidden. You get all your information in the credits. So why can't you know that? So why are you acting as if it's an anomaly? Because it's more scarcity. Is going to sell a lot more. That's going to mean something, right? That's supposed to mean something. Now, let's get another example. While we're here, let's show you what things look like from the other side. Let's go to Champagne Sloppy. Let's go to Sloppy. Now, Sloppy this is Champagne Sloppy's Family Matters, right? Now, it was mixed by this person. It's copywritten by who? UMG, Republic Records, and OVO Sound. That's 3 people involved. Because Republic and Universal are locked in step by step. Right? OVO Sound. OVO Sound, Republic, not by Drake. It goes straight to OVO Sound. Republic and Universal, right? Boy Wonder did the beat, and probably whoever ghost written on the song. Now, okay, who helped did the publishing? There's no publisher. Why are there no publishers here? You know why there's no publisher? Because you know who did it? The same people that did the copyrights. You got Universal and you got Republic. There's no publishers. Where are they? Hey, where are the publishers? Now, let's go to something recent. What did I miss? Do we have Drake's song? What do I miss? Okay, there we go. We got Drake. What do I miss? All right. What do I miss by Drake? AKA the Iceman. What do we have here? Oh, he took Universal off for the copyright. Now they just for distributor. But now he's got Republic and OVO Sound. Okay. But Republic Records is getting distributed by them. But now he took UMG off and going straight to Republic through OVO Sound. Okay. Who did the deal? Where's the publishers? There's no publishers again. Why Drake don't have publishers? So that means UMG or Republic is handling everything. And OVO Sound isn't. They haven't even listed them. Where are the publishers? So you're paying them to do all the work and you're wondering why you don't have any money. When I tell you, this is what we talk about all the time about people not being aware of their business and they got money poured out and they don't even know how to stop it because he's in a 360 deal. He's not in position to do these things. This is why he on tour to 90,000 years. He got to do 700 shows a year. How you the biggest artist in the world? Even Joe Budden was like, this is confusing. How you Drake, the biggest artist in the world, and you got to do all these shows? That don't make sense. It don't make sense. Because if you're dealing with somebody who's had a bad contract and they was in a bad contract for over 10 years to get out of that bad contract and they get themselves in another bad contract, they don't have the right team around them. And you can tell he don't have the right team around him. You can look in the credits and see how they're structured to tell that Kendrick's is way better and better structured than he's structured like a corporation. And I don't know why they act like everything is so hard. It's not hard. Here's PG Lane's whole rundown. This is PG Lane. They ain't hide nothing. It's nothing to hide. They got the dates from when they started on March 5th, 2020. Everything they have done is listed on PG Lane. So how can you not know? Let's go to 2024 when it started. First thing that came out was the Chanel, The Button, written and directed by Dave Freed, scored by Kendrick Lamar, serviced by PG Lane. The very next thing they had something to do with was the Pop Out, 6/5/24. The next thing they had something to do with, Not Like Us music video on 7/4, directed by Dave Freed and Kendrick Lamar. The next thing they had something to do with, the Super Bowl in New Orleans. Yes, they helped put the Super Bowl together, so yes, they got credit for that. GNX was released. Woo! 11/22/24. Oh my goodness. So they got this going for them from the Super Bowl, the New Orleans. They put this out when it became available for the public. That's out. The GNX album comes out. Yeah, this is the announcement. So the GNX album comes out. Here we go. Squabble Up comes out 3 days after GNX. Kendrick Lamar wins 5 Grammys, including Dave Free winning one for Not Like Us. Then comes 2025, halftime of the Super Bowl, highest rated Super Bowl halftime show in history. And 3/18/2025, they was the most innovative company of 2025. PG Lang. Luther is dropped. The Luther video comes out April 11th, right before the tour. The tour comes the very next week. This is a perfect layout on how a company is supposed to be ran, Sloppy. This is what it looks like, Sloppy, when you organize. You drop the Luther video 7 days before the tour starts. 4/19, the tour hits. That song is in the stratosphere. Kendrick Lamar for Chanel is dropped on 4/22, 3 days later. They get the Chanel deal. Then they come out with Lose.
Every morning I lose.
Commercial. So you got the Gatorade commercial that comes out. Then Dave Free put out a short called Project Number 3.
Anything up. We look over
On PG Lane. And this is real good too, by the way. And that was the last thing they did on 7/31/2025. So PG Lang ain't hiding nothing. They're not hiding anything. So how are you coming up with all of these lame conspiracy? We got to see the contract. We need to know what's in his deal. What is in his deal? What is Kendrick hiding? He's not hiding nothing. It's just that is proprietary information. That's why it's redacted, because it's just things you don't need to know. Drake don't need to know Kendrick's contract. That ain't got nothing to do with him. Tell Sloppy to show his numbers, and he'll make sure he'll double back with it. Because he signed to a Negro that's signed to a Negro that is signed to another Negro. Laurie Graham. Now, as you can see, people, we have debunked all of these lies that they were just perpetuating or trying to make a conspiracy theory out of it, like Kendrick is hiding something. If this is what you got to do to sell your video, damn, man. You know, it's getting bad, because it's like you're not even trying no more. You just really in full-on conspiracy mode. Now, what you need to be saying is why OVO isn't doing these things. What's wrong with OVO? Okay, let's go to OVO Sound. Let's pull up on them. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see if we got a layout of what they got going on. Here they go. Party Next Door, Division. I don't even know if he's still there anymore. Mashad Jordan, Roy Woods, Pop Can, Baka Not Nice, Smiley, Naomi Sharon. These are your artists. Why the hell is Baka Not Nice? Why the hell? Why is he around? Like, what is the purpose of having him there? I'm serious. How is this going to improve your brand? Nobody here makes money. Pop Can, I'm sorry, Pop Can has not earned any money in years. He's been, even in his own genre, they've blown by him. Other people have come up. Pop Can is like 10 years ago. You got, these are all the people you probably stealing from, Sloppy. All these artists, we already know what you're doing in the party. I don't even know if he got nothing left. He trying to take from somebody. Is anybody in here making money for the company? That's what you need to ask yourself. Where's the layout? Let's see if we got a layout from OVO Sound. Okay, here's their layout. Tour dates. Okay. August 30th, November 19th, and November 21st in Vega for Naomi Sharon, right? Party. August 21, Sweden. That means with Sloppy. Sweden with Sloppy. August 24th, Denmark with Sloppy. That's it. That's it. You got all these artists, they got to wait till you do something, right? In order for them to do something? Wow. Okay. So basically, all you doing is selling merch, right? Oh, yeah. Come buy my stuff. Come buy my merch. My merch, my merch, my merch. Come buy my merch. Oh my gosh. No layout, no nothing, no outlook on the future, no nothing. It's just all bland. Okay, let's see what Roy got going on. He got one album that they don't even promote. That's why it's hard to be signed to an artist who's trying to still be in the spotlight. So as you can see, it's all about a structure of business. Kendrick business is tight. It's set up right. It's now in order. Remember, he had to sit out for 5 years. He had to sit down for 5 years and say, all right, look, I got to get through this contract, go through the years, pay out what I need to, give them the percentage of my old masters. They own that. Me moving forward now, I'm going to get 70% of my money off of the album, off of one album. Imagine the album is $20, right? And you get 70% of that. You cut out all, the artists were never seeing that. No artist was seeing that. I told people this, they didn't believe me. And that's it. Now you see, I was telling the truth. Everything I'm saying is coming to light, and people think I'm crazy. People got to understand, right? No. Because they don't have vision. Most people don't have vision. So when you see Most people don't have vision. So when you don't have vision, you are easily to get lost. It's easy to get lost. Let's say a CD is $20. Where is it? Well, I think I used to have a CD over here. Yeah, here we go. We got DMX CD, right? $16.99 with tax come to like $19.99. We'll round it up to $20. $20 for this CD. Rappers like DMX were getting less than $1 a CD. They were being paid 35 cents to sometimes 12 cents an album. And that was standard. 50 Cent made 5 cents a record. I'm not lying. This is real talk. I'm talking real talk to you. 50 Cent was paid off of every one album. He's getting 5 cents. He wasn't even making 50 cents on an album. There you go. Now you get what I'm saying. He finna make about 40 plus million off the album. It's gonna make more than 50 million. I'm gonna tell you that now. GNX making more than 50 million. He's walking away with 35. Exactly. He's getting about 70% of the money. Nobody in music history really had a contract like this ever. Prince did towards the end of his once he got his deals. But at that point, he wasn't. When artists get that kind of power, they don't market them no more. Kendrick is the only artist that has this kind of deal, and they're still marketing it. Do you know why? Because he's hot. He's not just hot in black culture. He's popular in Hispanic culture, in white culture. White people like Kendrick more than just as much as black people. Hispanic people love Kendrick. Just some of them, unless they're gangbangers who just want to be known. But it's only Hispanics that don't like him are in gangs. That's it. Correct information. That's right. You know, every time you come up here, dog, you know, when I see you, I already know it's legitified. Because you only pop up here when we talking like this. You go, that's correct. See, I remember you. So don't forget to come on the Patreon and join my Casino for Life Patreon, because we break down this music stuff to a T to be able to help artists, because the mechanical royalties can flip because they don't sell CDs no more, really. They don't sell physical copies, really. So your mechanical royalties are different. And because of the streaming game now, and people are not going out buying physical copies, it's done by a point system. And now they're done by the numbers. You have to do X amount of streams just to equivalent what would be 10 million records sold. Not like us, then did 10 million records sold off one album, one song. One song, 10 million. That's international. That's huge money. That's revenue that can go on forever. Hit the like button, y'all. They're trying to sabotage job. I saw the little flash thing go by, so I already know they're coming with the garbage. Hit the like button. Yep, they already coming with the sabotage salad. Now, what we're trying to implement to everyone here is that, look, we all passionate about what we like. Nobody's saying if you like Drake, you're a bad person. Okay? I was once a human being who used to listen to Drake. I can't listen to him anymore. He's not for this culture. He's not for hip hop. He's shown his true colors and shown who he is. And this is why he's getting what he's getting. Hell, I can go to Meet the Grams if you want to see it, sir. I can go to Meet the Grams. It's the same thing. Let's go to Meet the Grams. I'll take you all the way there to the credits. What does it say for Meet the Grams, sir? Publisher. See? Publisher. Drake doesn't have a publisher. PG Lang, Author Space, everybody in here, the publishing groups. Universal Music Publishing Group. So they had a publisher come in and handle things. And it was licensed through Kendrick Lamar and Interscope. And this is what I mean. If you copyright your name or trademark your name, you can license your music. And PG Lang can publish it. So they are connected to the song. So it's just a smarter way of doing business. That's all. It's just smart. That's all. It's just smart. And y'all keep backing a guy who does bad business consistently. And you don't know who his manager is. Who is your manager, Drake? Who is Drake manager? Is it James Prince? Is it JP? Is James Prince your manager? I don't think so. Who is your business manager? You had a guy from France, some guy who was speaking French. You had a guy that made you buy a soccer team. Y'all, most of y'all don't even know that took place. I told y'all about it, but I'll bring it back up right now. We're gonna go through these bad Drake moments. Mm-hmm. Boom. Drake rescued Italian soccer club Venezia. The rap icon raised $40 million to save the team from bankruptcy. Back in August 12th of 2024 to try to save his image because his shoe deal with Nike was losing, right? Nobody was buying those Noctas. I like the shoe. I'm just not going to wear it because it's Drake. I needed those orange crushes. I was like, those shoes are outstanding. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all was like, I hate these shoes. I hate Drake's smile. I hate the way he walked, the way he dressed. I was like, gosh, I can get a word in. I was like, look, I know y'all didn't hate Drake mode, but those shoes was nice. He was, no, they not. I hate the way he talked. So he became public enemy number one. See, this is why me and him fell out. Because once you turned on me, because I liked the song and I was keeping it real, and you want to turn on me like I did something wrong, like I was supposed to just show blind loyalty, like I'm signed to OVO Sound. I'm like, I ain't got no deal with you. Y'all sent me a cheap jacket. And I was like, oh, cool, thanks, man. But like, are you serious? Now, look at this. Here it is. See, this is the real reason behind it. The Italian club Venezia FC have officially announced a new kit deal for the upcoming 24-25 series, a season with Not the Nike sub-brand owned by rapper Drake. So that's why he bought the team, so he could have a way to get rid of those shoes that wasn't selling. See, this is why I tried to tell y'all. Look at this. On the way, FC, an official Nocta available from September. So you gave away free shoes to these people to make it look like then you pulled a LeBron. Y'all went and dumped off these shoes to these people because they're not going and not moving. And Brad is like one of his business partner, that guy from overseas, helped, facilitate this deal. So now that they did this ridiculous deal, okay, there he is, Matt Babel. That's his branding, his brand officer, Matt Babel. So Matt Babel then got you into this deal, and it's the stupidest deal ever because first of all, you didn't save this team for bankruptcy. You didn't save this team for bankruptcy. You basically ensured that they're going to be bankrupt. You see, here's the thing. You just prolonged an inevitable. It's a money pit. There's no money in that team because they don't make any money. That's why the club folds, because they don't have the money. The people are not showing up. They're not winning games. So you're losing money. So you want to continue to lose money, that's on you, but you just got yourself involved in a money pit. You think you're going to offset that with the shoes that you're going to write off that's not selling and try to make it look like the shoes are successful in selling by having a brand deal with a failing organization, a team that's going to need another $40 million to stay afloat. You don't have the money to keep pouring into it. So now when that team folds, don't say Cino didn't tell you. Because the team is going down. Why you think no one else bailed them out? And they went crying to you? Because there's no money in it. You done put your money down the drain, and you thought you could flush that with those shoes and say, hey, we could do a brand deal. That way we write off these shoes and it don't look like a loss on our books. What don't look like a loss is a loss. I'm trying to tell you, man, I've been nice around here. I've been real nice. I've been trying to keep things respectable and all that. It's just that when it's champagne sloppy, it just comes out of you. Mm-hmm. All they do is lie. When you see somebody getting beat by the truth and they don't have no way to attack you, that's when they start going after family members, cousins. They can't come after you because there ain't nothing they can use. They don't know what to do. So they just lie and think the lie gonna protect them. Nobody likes a liar. I've been doing YouTube for 15 years. If I was lying, everybody would have jumped down my throat by now. I've been erased. All of my stuff be gone. I'll be out of here. If Drake had evidence, Drake damn sure ain't provided. All right, Euphoria is licensed to Kendrick Lamar and UMG. Published by PG Lang. So it's a nothing burger with cheese. They're grasping at straws. Because what they was trying to pull off, it ain't work. They big move turned out to be nothing. They got nothing. So I'm sorry, bro. that your big move turned out to be nothing. This whole Kendrick Lamar licensed these songs. You thought this was a big woo. No, it's not, bro. It's not. It's nothing at all. Y'all gotta go back to the drawing board. I hope the video does what you wanted to do for you. Right? I hope it makes Champagne Sloppy pour some more money into you and help you out, because he gonna need that. You can get all the money on him while he dry himself out. Because once this court dated thing is over and he didn't spend all these millions of dollars on these lawyers, because baby, it's expensive. And Lucian Grain's just telling him everything I told him. Like, this is going to be really expensive for you. Because you paying for all these. These lawyers are taking you for a ride. That's all they doing. They put up a fight for Drake. Like, we going to put up this fight for you. We're going to do all this. And all of this is billable to this idiot. Champagne Sloppy. All of it. All these hours are billable to this fool. It's hard not to call somebody a fool that acts like a fool. If somebody acts like a fool, how you not going to call them a fool? If everybody is doing a we gonna boycott Drake album, then that's cool. And we ain't gonna review it. But believe me, I might have to do it. Because I gotta know, is this trash or is it not trash? But I haven't made my decision up. I'm gonna check with the guys. Because they don't really put me in part of their group. You know what I'm saying? With the reviews. We'll see. I'll reach out to some, you know. It's just what it is. But this is why I tell people all the time, man. Some of these people are opportunists. And when they see an opportunity, they just go for it. You know, it's what they know. It's what they've been bred on. So it's what they're used to. They're used to playing this game where they just continue to go down the same road over and over again. Yep. So, oh yeah. At the end of the day, none of this stuff matters. Did you like the songs? The battle is over. This is why I keep trying to tell this dude. He's trying to milk this battle for everything it's worth. Dog, it's over. Not like us, Meet the Grams, Euphoria, 616. Oh, it's over. Sloppy ain't put nothing out that can contend with any of those songs. Those 4 songs right there put him to bed. To bed. Euphoria was the precursor. That was going to tell you everything. That was the layout to let you know, the table of contents, if you want to call it, to tell you everything that's going to go down. Okay? That's like the Revelations. All right? We're going to tell you everything that's going to go down. How it's going to go down, everything, right? Then comes 616, right? The beginning of the end. To cause the distrust. To make you question everybody around you. To make you change your whole team around. People that got fired because of that song, everything. 616 messed everything up. It scrambled them. Everybody was scrambled after 616. They dispersed. But they thought they had their ace in the hole. Then Meet the Grams came in and just demolished. It was brutal. It came in with the hard truths. The truths he got to look in the mirror and tell people about every day. That came into perspective. And once that hit, it was already over. His big move, he didn't have another big move after that. He was done. He was hurt. He didn't know what to do. And everybody was out looking for the daughter. And man, it was crazy. He was in shambles. Then comes Not Like Us. The eraser. That was the victory party. That was the dance on your grave, if anybody ever seen. It was over. And the fact that it was all over made it all possible. I mean, what's done is done. Lucian Grange is the guy that pays Drake and signs his checks. You're not going to be able to do nothing with him. Mm-hmm. I know. They have no other way to express how they feel, truthfully. You know, and when you go down these roads, you'll start to figure it out one day, you know. Mm-hmm. They don't never get it like that. So let's say if he's given 70% of revenue on his album, Kendrick, right? And it's $20, he's getting $14 per CD sold. If that was the case, right? So he's making a majority, he's gonna be making about, like I said, about 40 million off this album, just off the sales. Not to mention the 200 plus million he making off of this GNX tour. And it was like Drake had the biggest tour. He made this much money. The tour Drake had back then was ridiculous. Now, here's the funny thing about it. Everybody's talking about what I talked about years ago. Right? Years ago. Well, when the battle wasn't day long, but we talked about this, right? Champagne Sloppy apologizing for his cringy performance on stage. Yeah, Sloppy didn't like this thumbnail. But we been did this. Now, you just recently saw the video now of him actually of this event where he was trying to kiss one of the girls on the cheap. I don't know if that was Lil Wayne's daughter, because I think Lil Wayne's daughter is the one standing right here. I don't know one of these people are, but yeah, he had one when he brought his nieces out or whatever, and yeah, it was bad, the performance, because they were using lyrics on stage that they shouldn't have used, and for these little kids to be on stage. And back then, you know, BET had some morals, so they was like, "Hey, wait a minute, this ain't cool." And then he threw Lil Wayne under the bus by making an apology, saying he had no control over it. You know, he was just doing what he was doing, but he agreed that the kids shouldn't have been on stage while they were performing that song. So he went out and apologized for it. That's actual facts. Drake has his own problems to deal with. He's been shunned by the industry. Your whole little plan backfired with the whole little model thing to try to find a girl. The video didn't come out. You know, you didn't do that right. You screwed that up. And you keep making these mistakes, and they keep coming back to bite you. And get the girl that looked like Whitney and put her in the video. That backfired. Everything you did backfired. Trying to show the girl, finding a girl that looked like Whitney. It's like, dude, why are you so obsessed with Whitney? You dissed her the worst out of the entire thing. You've been disrespecting her, calling her a cheater, basically, having a kid behind her husband's back, and saying the child is his and having it with his best friend. Why do you always attack women? What is that with you? Nobody's going to call this out. They're just going to act like it's nothing. All right. I see how y'all move. But K-Dot would be wrong, right? If somebody was to smack Drake in the mouth, right? Then they the wrong. They in the wrong. But Sloppy, let me talk to you right quick. Hey, you know I never made this video, right? You know I still got this in the vault, right? You know, this party that never happened. This party never happened. You know I still got this video coming, right? For when you want to jump off that bridge, just letting you know. You know what time it is, don't you? You see, the rest of the world might not know, but you and I know what's going on. Right? You and I know what's going on, Sloppy. You know about that photo, don't you? Mm-hmm. Okay, Sloppy. I just want you to see it. Because like I said, this party never happened. You don't know what's going on yet. You just making assumptions, homie. You don't trust me. Drake and I know what's going on. He know what this is about. He know I haven't dropped this either. Look at this. Yeah, sloppy mama. That's a beautiful way. And there he is. Oh, what happened to you, Sloppy? What happened? Dad running out on you? Must have broke your heart. Oh, there it is, Uncle Hal. There's your Uncle Hal, man. Why you don't hug your daddy like that? Why you don't never hug your pops like that? You always get his love to everybody else in your family, on your mama's side. See, this stuff y'all don't see. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't see these type of photos. I got them all, though. Sloppy. I told you I got you. I got you, buddy. You crossed the wrong individual. I told you that. You crossed the wrong individual. You should have never crossed the line with me. Shalom. That's right, brother. Anybody got some money, you like it. Oh, this is Uncle. Yeah, you riding around in your uncle's car, stunting. Look at Pop. I'll be right back. And he ain't been back in 16 years. Yeah, there they go. One big happy family. For the Sloppies. The uncle he don't talk about. Ooh, you know these girls. We had already talked about these girls. Oh, that's Cino and Rosario Dawson. Yeah, look at Cino. They're like, Cino look happy? Yeah, I'm happy. That's Rosario Dawson, damn it. You be happy too. Mm-hmm. Now let's go to how Drake's company still isn't structured right. You know, and you know how we know somebody's company ain't structured right? Because you could tell by the way it looked. Clearly, it's a whole different experience than what you just said right there. Yes, it's let's just say it's a different experience. But Drake company isn't structured well because you could tell by, look, that's his head of security. Your head of security. Why is your head of security looking forward, taking pictures, and not on security? This guy, like he on more on security than you, than him. He's taking photos like y'all out on a date. Look at this. Why is your head of security not on security? He just sit there with you. This guy like he's security. This look like your boyfriend. Oh, look at them knee locking at the game. Look, y'all rubbing knees. Rubbing knees at the goddamn game, boy. Look at them knee locking, playing footsie. He looked more like a beard than anything. No. You see, most people don't have the... Oh, okay, that's what's up. Most people don't have the wherewithal to know how to pull something like that off. Just make sure you hide your little sister from him. Look at Chubbs out there just waiting to get his hand-me-downs. Old duck lips playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? Mm-hmm. All these dudes want to be in. Look. Alvin Chipmunk and Theodore Chipmunk do anything for Sloppy. He the one probably gave him some Ozempic. You need to try this Ozempic, man. There's no need to be fat anymore. Well, I kind of, yeah. Well, I ain't kind of fat. I'm just kind of, I'm big bone. Now, I was born this way. I'm just big when I came out, but there's no reason for that. I mean, you're just sweating all the time and you're always wearing black. It's like you don't take showers or something. Well, it depends. If I'm just going to be in the house all day, ain't no need of me taking a shower. Well, I'm just saying hygiene is very important, especially if you're going to be around me. So, I that's why I hang out with Aiden Ross and everyone else. They got money and, they're white. So, I feel safer around them. I only use black people to help, push me when I got an album coming out. I act like I hang out in the hood. It's a persona, but in reality, I hang out with like nerdy white guys who, got millions of dollars because I grew up in that community. I started from the bottom, because I was in the basement of a, $600,000 house. Started from the bottom is a song that I didn't write. Someone else written it and they wanted to give it to Wayne and I bought it off of him. Yeah, I did it just like my ancestors did. They just buy it. Just keep buying people, man. That's the way to do it. Hopefully you can get in that position, you stay close to me and keep saying what I want you to say, and it can happen for you. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's you my goat. See, you my goat. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. You know, I heard you once say Kendrick was okay. Yeah, I thought he was okay. He's not okay. Don't ever say that. Oh, okay, he out of here. He the ops. Yes, that's right. He's an op. And he's a liar too. Said I had a daughter. Where's the daughter? Why do you keep saying daughter? He also said you had other kids. But he said a daughter. Let's not change it. He said a daughter. What, you got a son? He said a daughter. Now let's stay with daughter. Let's not change it. Let's not change the narratives. Okay. I just remember him saying you got other kids out there too. They're supposed to come home. Look, let's not, I told you, he's a liar. He said I had a daughter. Let's stay with daughter. Where's the daughter? See, he lied. So you said there's no more kids out there but the daughters. I said he lied. Man. What I tell you? What I tell you, man? Sloppy. Champagne sloppy. It's all about the narratives, right? You want to make sure that you're putting your team in the best thing to succeed. Like if I'm an artist, right, I'm not going to sign myself away with Drake's label. Nothing's good is going to come out of that. You're only going to be as successful as Drake. Once Drake falls, everybody else falls. That's just how it is. And if you don't see it that way, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's like watching Drake now is like, oh man, like he really don't get it. Like it's over. And he's still trying to fight the good fight. You know, like the battle is over and he just can't accept the loss. And it's going to cost him millions of dollars. And he's going to look so stupid when this is over. I mean, so stupid. You almost feel bad for him. But on the other hand, it's like, well, you know, he asked for it. Since you kept asking for it, here you go. Yeah, I know. I even got the business letter he wrote his mama. If he really want to get funky with it, I got the letter you wrote your mama. When you was on Degrassi and you had an addiction to buying stuff on eBay. Dear Mom, I've canceled my Wire Image subscription due to my eBay charges, coming to more than I had planned for. Please know that I'm going to reimburse you fully through my several methods and means of payment. Thanks for temporarily funding my music and wardrobe. Your business partner, Jimmy. Remember, you used to sign your thing like this? Drake, Aubrey Graham. Like Aubrey, Drake, Graham, or whatever. and then put Jimmy at the bottom of it. It was terrible. This is your first signature. Oh, the Drake letter. Dog, who has an addiction to eBay? Who has an addiction to eBay, dog? Housewives. You got your home shopping network. You know, I think he got a lot of his mama's tendencies. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Well, we always like to keep things moving. Right, we keep moving and grooving like the number 10 bus. You know it. So, yeah, man, it's time to explore those options. Because there was so much that went down during that time that people just didn't even understand. It was crazy. I never saw it that way, but you see it that way, that's cool. I can't tell you what you saw or what you didn't see. Yeah, well, they'll figure it out. It's just a matter of time. Mm-hmm. No, they consider those like rich man problems. But you got situations that go like that, that's like rich man problems. Oh man, Sloppy be using everybody to do his dirty work. You gotta understand, man, these are desperate men trying to hold on to a balance of power when millions of dollars are at stake. Drake sent you a photograph of the girl from his own DM, sent you a snapshot and said, "Don't post this on your page," and show that the girl was lying. She's not the mother to that child. She's just a fan. She's not my daughter. Dog. Drake. Champagne Sloppy. We know this is from you because this is your page. It's asking you, do you want to accept the friendship from the woman and everything? So they wouldn't be asking that to academics. So you sent him the snapshot so he could post it. Whoop-de-goddamn do. 14 hours, you got 25,000 likes. Okay.
spend more money to promote it, and guess what? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. You still don't meet the grams, but I don't have a daughter though. What about all the other things, dog? He got pedo dots over your building. Yeah, but the daughter thing, no one cares. No one cares, dog. Look, champagne sloppy, look, no one cares. We don't. Nobody around here is thinking, is that your daughter or not? We don't care. You lost. You lost. You got smoked, son. You got smoked. Look at my face when I said smoke. Smoke. You got smoked, son. So all of this is like foolery. Why are you going through the effort? Huh? So what if she sent this to Drake? Who cares? No one cares, sloppy. This is from 2018. So you're saying she hasn't even met Drake yet. So she can't be the mother of this girl. Who cares? He got other kids out there, period. Did he talk about that? Talk about that, sloppy. What about your other son? Right? That's in junior high. Let's talk about him. Did you bring that up to the table yet? Do you want to take the Pepsi challenge on that one? And all those other baby mamas you possibly got out there. No one cares, sloppy. You lost. You lost, sloppy. You lost. Look, I don't even care if it's his daughter or not. I don't care. No one should care. But Drake and that baby mama. And all them other baby mamas you got signed to the NDAs. Look, dog, no one cares. You are the laughing stock of the entire music industry. No one likes you. You're not going to get work. You got friends in this business? You and Cole, dumbass. Cole, you stupid. I can believe J. Cole. It would be something different if it was something that made sense or something that would bother us or disturb us and make us say, you know, we really care about this. Nothing Drake has done lately we've even cared about. His new music is come and gone. It done fell off the damn charts. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up right now. While King Dot is making history, let's just go to the Billboard Top 100 songs. Number one song is the bar song, Tipsy. Boy, I know, what's his name? Whoever made the original song is happy as a sissy with a bag of pricks. Everybody in the bar get tipsy. They play that song everywhere. I knew it had to be number one. Who was that? Lil Jon made that tipsy song. Everybody in the car get tipsy. They just remade that into a country song, and it's #1 on the chart. Not Like Us is at number 11. Number 11. Last week it was at 10. This week it's at number 11. It's been on the charts for 22 weeks. Number 11. Not Like Us. 22 weeks. Not Like Us. It was at 10 and dropped to 11. 22 weeks on the charts. Don't start. Let's see when we get to a Drake song. Da, 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 da. Let's find Drake. Oh my God, we're at 26. There's no Drake. There's no Drake. Where is Drizzy? I don't see him. There's no Drake. There's Like That at 36. Like That is on the charts. Look at that. The Weeknd is on the charts at 37. Where's Drake? Where are you at, Champagne Sloppy? Come on, Sloppy. Where you at? I don't see you, Sloppy. Look, Future up there with Lil Demon. 49. Damn, we 49 and no Drake. I ain't used to this. And y'all don't think this boy done fell off? Look at that. Future on there again at 56. Teflon Don. Meg Thee Stallion is on there. No Drake. You got Moneybagg Yo on the charts. No Drake. We at 60. Houdini at 59. Where's Drake? Damn, Pluto back again? Plutoski. He don't even know what the hell to name this record. He just name him anything. Damn, Future again, too fast. Damn, Sloppy, where you at? We at 70, and there's no sign of Champagne Sloppy. Look at that. Still no Drake. No Drake. So academics, what battle are you winning? Is it worth it to stay over there? If he's sending you a bag, then hey, I ain't gonna tell you not to get your bag. Keep sticking the food. Hey, but you ain't doing nothing for him, dog. J. Cole and T. Grizzy, blow for blow, is at 89. Damn, Cole, you done fell off too. Damn, we at 90. There's no Drake. No Drake. No Drake. 100 songs. You're not even on the charts. You're not on the charts, boy. You're gone. You're gone. There's nothing you could do.
But what's missing from us?
100 songs, the top 100 songs, and you're not even in the charts. Let that sink in, Sloppy. You see, I know what that means for me. That means this is the truth. You could call it hate all you want. It's just reality, son. It's reality. You're done. Because you didn't listen. You were too big to talk to people for advice, to give you real advice. So you could send a Maybach to academics. You could do all this garbage you want. But at the end of the day, you know, like I know, you losing. We all know you losing. The charts just showed it. That's where you used to dominate. You used to rule the charts, son. Now you can't even stay on the damn charts. You can't even spend the money and buy your way on the goddamn charts. Lucian Grange ain't even spending the money for your ass no more. He's like, look, I done paid enough already to keep you up there. I can't, look, the people ain't clicking on it. Can you just like spend some money and get some bots? The bots ain't even counting up for you. It's over, son. It's bad. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It's bad. And this next album is gonna be your way to try to weasel out of it. Because when it flops, you're gonna say, oh, well, it was not a Drake album. It was a Drake and Party album. You're gonna come up with every excuse in the book. And you know what we're gonna tell you? We don't care. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. Because at the end of the day, they just want to know, do you got that heat or not? And now that your confidence is rattled and you worried about that boogeyman coming to knock you back down, that's all you worried about, Sloppy. Oh, we know about it. They was like, why do you hate Drake so much? I don't hate him. I despise him because I know what he is now. See, when you see people who betray you and they as counterproductive to their own, their own worthiness because their ego gets so high. Yeah, when your ego gets so high, you react in that kind of way, like you too big for everybody, getting bougie, too big for your britches, like can't nothing touch you. You untouchable, Drake. When that facade get broken and shattered, like yours did, that ego. Yeah, you see that thing got stripped down. They stripped that ego down, buddy. And now, you got nothing. I'm serious, you got nothing, dog. Nothing. It's slim pickings out there. And you thinking people who was close to you was doing this, and you're like, oh, well, this is your dirt you got on me, the baby stuff. Nobody cares, dog. Nobody really cares. It's like a broken record, dog. Like, why do you still keep trying to milk this thing? Like, you're the only one trying to keep the battle going. The battle's already over. You lost. I won't lose round two. You've already lost. You've been swept. We thought Cole was smart until he just made the last song he did. And now that proves Cole is just as stupid as anybody I've ever seen. He did you foul, and you over there kissing his ass, Cole. You look like the biggest moron in that damn hip hop. He left you out there to go on stage. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to beef with nobody. I don't want no smoke. You ain't gonna have no more problems out of old North Carolina cold. I'm like, Cole just made himself look totally pathetic. My boy still holding on to a dream. But it's over for Cole. And it's showing in the features. The T Grizzly song is falling off. Everything they doing, they trying to chart. They can't even get past 90. It's like, dude, come on now. What you doing out here? Yeah, it's a couple of idiots out there. They want to portray the fact that they believe. Yeah, they want to make it like they believe Drake won and all this. Yeah, see, Drake really won. It's like, dog, ain't nobody going for the troll. Stop. Drake ain't doing the Super Bowl. Drake ain't the star of the Grammys. Drake ain't doing the number one song. Hey, that's because of bots. Yeah, bots ain't gonna make Not Like Us be performed at everywhere. HBCU, weekends, NBA, NFL. It's the theme song of, of about 5, 6, 7 teams. Well, what people should want to do is pay closer attention to what's going on, pay some honorable mentions. Well, there's a lot of people that don't believe in that. So academics, it's like, dude, what's up with you, man? Serious, academics, what's up with you? How are you gonna go along with this process? Mm-hmm. Academics. Do you need the money that bad? Is it for your court case? Is Drake helping you out with your essay case? You know, any two of them? No. I know he's pathetic. He got nothing going on, so he's trying to predict the angle. But it's like, dude, look, you sitting over there, you did your whole little crying apology to me on the video, saying, like, come on, man, stop hating on me, man. We should be good, man, and all this, bro. Look, I told you, if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me. We'll have a conversation, but let the public hear it. I don't want this behind the closed doors stuff, and then you pop out on TV on the internet front. We done went through that with a lot of these people. Now, from what we understand and what we know, is that Champagne Sloppy, aka Drake, dog, your music dictates what's gonna happen. Make hit records. You can't do it because your ego's broken. Your ghostwriters is in hiding. You can't use them no more. So now you struggling because all of them they all ratting on you because they know they getting screwed out of the money. They ain't getting what they supposed to get. The people around you ain't happy. You done turned on everybody else to do a bunch of dirty stuff behind the scenes and thought that was gonna stop me. Oh, they ain't stopped me, dog. That just motivated me to stay on your head, boy. You didn't got on my radar, and you shouldn't have wanted to get on my radar. Trust me, that's not a good place for you to be. So you got yourself on my radar, Sloppy, and I told you, all you had to do was just walk away. Just go ahead, make your music, and we were done. Nobody was even mentioning you no more. But you don't know how to take a loss. You want to change the narrative to your way. You could try to fool everybody and tell them whatever you want. The whole world here knows what's going on. Absolutely not. People need to realize there's a certain saying that they say, you reap what you sow. Drake's been running the same scam for years. Yeah, Drake's been scamming everybody for years, and now it's all catching up to Sloppy now. Sloppy can't do no more. He's the laughing stock of the whole hip hop industry. So now, what else he gonna do? Champagne sloppy? What else you got? You ain't got no ether for us? You ain't got no ether sloppy? What you got? Polly want a cracker? Champagne sloppy. Once again, running the same scam. Doing the same old rundown. Vintage sloppy. Well, the problem in the matter is quite clear here. See, the problem is Sloppy believes he's a good guy. And it's just certain things that a good guy just ain't supposed to do. Right? And he's got to be the righteous one. Now, you can't have two righteous guys, right? No. So what he wants to do, change the narrative. And why is he changing the narrative? Because it no longer fits his argument or anything, right? So what does he do? He gets mad because no one's buying it. And now he turns on everybody else and blames them for him getting his ass whooped in a rap battle. As LL Cool J said, leave that for people that know what they doing. You don't know what you're doing, son. LL had to tell you, you don't know what you're doing. So if you don't know what you're doing, son, don't step in the ring. That's how it goes. If you don't know what you're doing, stay out of the ring, champ. First off, you're a lame. You know? And when I say you're a lame, I mean that you do a lot of things that lames do. Hey, good morning. That we know better. That we know stuff that ain't cool. We be like, hey, wait, that ain't cool to do. But you don't know that because you're a lame. And the people around you, they get paid by you. So they scared to tell you that what you're doing ain't cool. But you think you can make anything cool because you champagne sloppy. Let me help you out, lame. First off, champagne sloppy or champagne poppy, whatever you want to call it, it's a lame ass name. It's lame. You name your entire page after a lame ass remark like that? What's the name of your IG? Oh, Champagne Sloppy. Why would you say that? Sound like a title of a song that didn't sell because it was just generic. No creativity. I remember we used to think Drake was one of the greatest rappers of this generation. Drake is one of the greatest new artists of this generation. Now look at him. He might as well go in and lock himself up in the cell with Diddy. Hell, Diddy album will sell more than goddamn Drake right now. This is what I'm talking about. Facts over fiction. People who are really in the know versus people who aren't. Now, if you like Champagne Sloppy, this would be something that's right up your alley because you would relate. So your minion, who's academics, who you flossing around to use him to spread your gossip, like it's the gospel, it has not resonated any record sales for you. We keep pointing that out to you that the social media battle is not going to be won there. But you know everything. So you keep losing. You keep backing the wrong horse. That man has no stature in hip-hop lore. Nobody in hip-hop who knows about rap, period, is going to take academics' words seriously. He's a clown. That's like Casa not telling you what's hot. Who the hell listening to him? And we ain't dissing Casa not. We just saying this ain't your avenue. This ain't your realm. We're not going to take hip-hop advice from you. So why the hell would we take hip-hop advice from academics? He ain't never spin a record to be called a DJ. He's a dick jockey. This is the problem. There's too many cooks in the kitchen. Way too many cooks in the kitchen. The OVO roster is a bunch of clowns. You got party after party. One day he fat, one day he Ozempic. He's looking like he been starved to death, then he get back fat. So I don't know what he is now. Party had blown up, he was like 300 pounds. Then one album, he's skinny again. Hey, I'm back skinny. It's like, damn, what's going on with Party? Sloppy is done. See, that's the thing about Sloppy. He don't know what's good for him. He don't know when it's time to lay it down. It's been time to lay it down, son. Been time to lay that down. Go gentle into that good night. Go do something. Make people miss you for a minute. You over here thinking you finna get your Luther Vandross song like you could sing. Newsflash, Drake, you can't sing. If Luther Vandross was alive to hear your ass sing, he would throw up. Oh, you don't sing, you talk. It's all so clear right now. Dude, you need voice coach, everything. Can't hit a goddamn note. Call himself singing. You singing like Ja Rule. I don't know who lied and told you you could sing. Champagne sloppy. You been getting by, buddy. You been skating out here. But now you lucked and ran out. It's over, sloppy. It's all over. And good riddance. Oh, if he drop a hot song, I'll tell you if it's hot. I ain't gonna lie on the music. If he drops something that's hot, I'll be like, look, now that's hot. I don't have to like the guy, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because y'all the ones spend y'all money. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell you the truth about Sloppy. That's what's wrong with people nowadays. They don't know how to accept or face reality. If they don't like somebody, everything they do sucks. I just know some people that's like that. Anything they do, F him and his crew. Unless you was getting paid too. How many of y'all think Drake finna come out with a hit album? Let me know in the chat. Who think Drake next album finna be a hit? The one he talking about with Party. Who think it's gonna be a hit? Oh, that's a flop. What confidence do you have? So Party is basically finna write an album, have Drake jump on it, and he gonna try to ride Party's wave. He's trash. As of right now, Drake name don't hold water and it don't resonate any money. A feature from Drake ain't gonna help you. It actually hurts you. Have you ever seen that in hip hop history? Where the guy's name has become mud after a song? After Not Like Us, Drake's stock dropped to the bottom. And everybody thought we was hating on Drake. When it is the absolute truth. Drake has went from the top rap artist in hip hop to barely being mentioned at all. He going on stage ranting like a little kid to all my real friends. They're here, and all the people that switched up on us. Yeah, they switched up on you for a reason. Did anybody switch up on K-Dot? No. You want to know why they didn't switch up on Dot? So how is that person going to lose a battle when everybody leaving you to go over to him? They packing their bags like, we up out of here. Yep. You just gonna leave like that? Yep. I got some new songs. Good. Go play them for yourself. We out. Deuces. Be like, we out, dog. You don't want to hear my new track? I got one with Party. I'm going to be singing. That's good for you. I'm out. Deuces. Bye, Drizzy. We out. That's how it was. Oh, man. I hope Lakeland, y'all get y'all power. Where my mom lived, they never had a power outage. Because where they live, the power lines are underground. See, that's why you got to look where you live. If your power lines is up, that's bad. I'm going to live where the power lines are underground. Yeah, mom them live in that rich area. They ain't letting no power go out over there. Some power go out over there, somebody in trouble. I'm telling you, they so rich over there. That damn area, they be like, there be people complaining. What the hell is going on? And be like, sir, it's a natural disaster. I don't care. It's gonna be a natural disaster if I don't get my power on. We can't control hurricanes. Well, somebody better get in control of this. They be mad as hell, boy. I tell you. Nah, white folks get, boy. Oh, they think the world supposed to move around them. Told you, boy, my buddy, he the type like, that goddamn police, he's pulling us over. What do you want? I'm like, dude, they start blasting at this car and I get shot. I'm whooping your ass. Shoot, white folk money don't protect you. Shoot, Diddy got white folks money. You see where he at? Drake got white folks money. See where Drake at? Money just equal more problems because everybody start counting people's wallets. And then you got everybody mind is all interested in what you doing. How much you got, what you doing with your money, with your own money. And get this, here's the kicker. They get mad because you ain't taking care of them with your money. Ain't that, now don't that sound stupid? These are people that never helped you out with a bill. A day in your life. They don't even contribute to you earning money. They don't take a video, go share it. They don't do any of it. They don't even watch your videos. They ain't signed up to the Patreon. But they watching what you doing. And they tell you some shit like, yeah, you invested in CHCH? CHCH, yeah, that stock. Man, that's CHCH, man. What? You ain't got that? Don't you got real estate? I'll be like, what's the point? I mean, what is your question? Why are you asking me, do I have it? What is the point of this conversation? Oh, I'm just saying, because I know you probably got, I was like, man, he got to be up on that already. But shoot, man, they got this new thing coming out. Yeah, you should be looking into that. I'll keep it in mind. What is the point of this? Yes, I do got my college picks in. When I get back, I'm putting up some more college picks. I already put up my NFL picks on my Patreon. My college picks I'm going to put up also on the Patreon. Yeah, this Penn State USC game got me kind of on the fence. It's not going to be as easy as people thought. Penn State is ranked pretty high, but we'll see. Can Sloppy recover? I doubt it. See, here's the news. Champagne Sloppy has been getting away with doing things his way for a very long time. No one has ever checked him on the situation at hand. He never had to. He was the darling child. Now, he's not even invited to award shows. He made a lot of powerful enemies. If you go on the Patreon, you're going to see how Beyonce got Kendrick Lamar involved in this beef. She recruited him to get at Drake. This went down about a year ago. This is on the Patreon right now. See, nobody knew this song was about Drake except for Drake. Nobody really caught it. Beyonce and Kendrick had a diss song on Drake, and y'all didn't even know. Oh, Beyonce is slick. Trust me. She's slick and powerful. If she's an industry puppet, no. She was never chosen to be anything until Destiny Child hit. And it was just like the character she played in Dreams Girl. That was just basically Destiny Child. Matthew Knowles wanted to make Beyonce a star. And he knew she didn't have the confidence to be out there on her own. She was going to need her sisters with her so she could feel good about being on stage. But she was the one. She was the one that was easy on the eyes, the little cute girl. I knew she was the winner when I first saw her. I said, oh, that's the one right there. Then they was on everybody's show. But Jay was like, you ready to be a solo artist? And she didn't believe it. But Jay convinced her. You are not going to flop. I won't let you. So the Crazy in Love song came out, and from there, it was on. Yeah, well, here it is, October, right? He said when it starts getting chilly outside, I'm like, when are you going? When it's getting chilly outside, dog? You said the summer you was finna take over the summer. What happened? The whole summer was not like us. And the song is at number 11. And then after the Super Bowl, it's gonna jump back up to number 1. Of course she was in the video because they was down there filming the video. And Matthew, they was like, we need girls for the video. And they was down there near the set. And Matthew, he's a fiend for opportunity. But Beyonce had to go with Jay-Z. She had to choose her daddy over Jay-Z. And Jay-Z pushed Matthew Knowles out the way and took over Beyonce's career. Why do you think Jay-Z, he's a mastermind? Beyonce, y'all be like, Beyonce, leave Jay. She can't leave Jay. If Beyonce leave Jay, I'm going to tell y'all on the Patreon. I can't tell y'all here. But he fixed it. She can't go nowhere. Beyonce and Destiny Child still owe an album. They still owe an album, a Destiny Child album, to Sony. So I don't know if they was going to do greatest hits or they did that already, but they owe them another album. Oh no, Beyonce wasn't signed the title. See, they couldn't do that with Beyonce. Jay was able to screw up everybody else's deals, but he couldn't do that with Beyonce because Jay didn't own Beyonce's deal. Sony wasn't going along with the program. Beyonce was never signed to Roc Nation. Jay-Z tried to get into the boxing world. He was going to manage Miguel Cotto for all the Miguel Cotto fights. They did a partnership with Miguel Cotto's boxing club when they wanted to get into the boxing game. So Jay and Rock Nation came to the fight. They had Beyonce sitting out there. He said Google. That's funny. Do you realize I was at the fights? You realize I'm in the boxing world? Hello? You think I didn't know when Rock Nation decided they were going into the boxing business? And when they made the deal with Miguel Cotto, who you think did the interview? Who you think was at the fight? I'll tell you, y'all better do y'all homework on Cino. Whatever Cino say, Cino probably do. Yeah, on the Patreon, I'm gonna tell you what he did to Beyonce. She can't go nowhere. Mm-hmm. Well, it's a whole thing about time for dollars. Like Alex Spiro normally deals with social media. They send ultimatums. They like, we don't send cease and desist, we send ultimatums. And these people take Halloween way too serious. Dude, their whole house is like Halloween. It's crazy. Yeah, my super rich neighbors who got more money than me. Yep. That's what I call them, my super rich neighbors with more money than me. This whole side is like a monopoly board. This side here, the prices of
Mm-hmm. And we'll get back to that.